Hello everyone, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at Concrete Jungle by Coal Powered Games. Is that a one-person studio? Game development and design just by Cole Jeffries. There was a lot of other people involved, including some backers. What is it? Well, they describe it as a mixture between, this is a very weird mix by the way, SimCity, Hearthstone and Tetris. And I'd say it's fairly spot on with that, even though it is a little bit weird sounding. And also, before we just jump into the game, can I just point out how lovely it is to have an option in audio for stream-safe music. Concrete Jungle contains some music that is licensed for use in-game, but not monetized user-created videos. Turn this on to disable those tracks. That is such a big help, and I would appeal to any other indie devs watching this to include this if you are using licensed music. There's a couple of games I've been unable to cover because of this reason, and because I don't want to have just a totally silent video or just, sound effects. That's such a handy option. Very, very appreciated. It's the first game I've actually played for this series that's had that option. And it is needed sometimes, so always keep that in mind if you plan to go the YouTuber route for your PR and you use music that you license. But anyway, let's actually jump into the campaign, my campaign in progress. I'm on the 4th stage. It's a pretty tricky game to get the hang of. I have put in 40 minutes? Yeah, 40 minutes. I had to redo one of the stages twice. And we'll jump in. There might be a little bit of voice acting from our kind of coach, so I'll let her speak and then I'll go back into what we're talking about and how the game plays. So let's see the intro to this stage. Cider Rapids. Ooh, difficult start. It might also introduce a new gameplay concept. I'm not sure if I'm kind of fully out of tutorial.
And welcome to the beautiful Cider Rapids. This is a famous national park in Greenbelt area. What is this?
Hello there. I'm Rick Selfridge, recently elected mayor of Caribou City. Welcome to Selfie Park.
I hate you already.
Do you like the roller coaster? I designed it myself. Just between you and me, it failed its safety inspection this morning, so I would stay clear of it for now. Unless you're feeling adventurous, in which case, Godspeed to you.
What the
You must be Lainey Thompson.
Where did you find the room in the budget for this? I assume you have corporate sponsorships?
Lainey, I don't want the city to worry about silly commercial sponsorships, so that's why we don't have any. Look at the city's budget sheet. The numbers are all in the black.
Those are clearly minus figures.
Oh. My printer is out of color ink again? You wouldn't think that printing out 100 colored birthday hats would take that much ink, would you? Marie! Marie! We're out of color ink!
Who's Marie? We're the only ones here. Where are you going? We're not done. He's gone. I know this isn't your fault, but can you do some damage control for me? The mayor clearly doesn't know what he's doing.
Alright, so now we're into the game proper. So, SimCity, Hearthstone, Tetris. You have cards, but cards are different types of building. You have a choice of 2 to play each turn, and this is what's kind of still in your deck, and there's more beyond that as well. The idea is you want to get to this score here in a row. And then that row disappears, a new row will appear. So this one has actually started you off in a very problematic situation, especially when it's... Oh, hang on, that's already got the 4 points. That's fine for that one. This row is at -1, though, which is bad. Oh, wow. This is going to be a very tricky start. So yeah, the idea is you want to get to the number that's here in a row. That row disappears. However, cards have a value, and it slowly builds us up, so the cards that are easier to use, like the ones that give nothing but bonuses rather than bonuses and negatives, they fill this faster, and if that reaches 60, it then becomes 4 you have to score in each row. You also have this row above here, which is the more you play cards, you get the ability to buy more cards for your deck. We can have a look at that in here. Oh, actually we can't because I have no spending to do. Well, it shows you the deck I have here, and once you go through a deck, they just shuffle back in. There are some one-use cards, and that's about it. I may have made it sound a bit confusing. It's not confusing in concept. It does sometimes get a little bit confusing when you have to plan 4 moves ahead. So anyway, this is a building that collects points. Collect points just means that that's the ones that actually build up points on the row. It also has +2 to itself, so I don't need to place it on this row because that row can handle itself. If I was to place it here, that would be that row instantly finished. If I was to place it here, that row would be instantly finished. Or I could place it here and finish that row instantly. I think I have to place it either here or here. This row I can handle. But then there's this row, isn't there? Which has no points on it. You have, oh, we've actually started with one less life, haven't we? Yeah, you have to accumulate points to fill this one. I was going to say usually you start with 3 lives, which means you can get rid of 3 rows and then you get a game over. We've only started with 2 this time. Well, the basic house, we can just kind of start building up points here, I suppose. So we'll put that there for now. Must remember I only need to get 3 points. I'm used to it being 4. Got another house, which we'll put there. So, a green means that in any one tile around it, you can buff that tile so it gives +1 points. Now then, I'm thinking that to start building up this row, I have to put it actually here and then buff this tile. That's my plan anyway. And then we have a house. So I could finish this row right now if I wanted, and I do. So that's that row finished. You'll see this bar building up. By the way, to win the stage we just have to fill up this bar. So this next row, it's only got 1 point on it currently, which is not good. I've got a green so I can buff it. So let's do that. But that's still only 2 points. So how am I going to do this? I may already have messed this up. So we've got a school that's going to buff something. All these rows are fine, so is this row. I suppose I could start planning ahead for the next row up here. Yeah, that's going to handle the +1 row. The -1 row, sorry. Invert. Inverts the points on this tile. Expense is equal to the resulting point difference. So that's actually the first time I've seen this card. Invert the points on this tile. So, if it's 0, I assume it does nothing. But it would turn that -1 into a +1, I assume. Oh, +2 to itself. Have to put that there. So, inverts the points of this tile. I don't really have a use for it anywhere right now, so hang on. No, I don't want to use that. I want to use +2 points to itself. Don't need to put that there because I'm going to finish that row. This row is fine. This row is fine. This row is actually fine as well. I have to use these, sadly, just because I've drawn them, so I guess we'll put it there. Start finishing that row. Got a house, let's finish that row. This next row I just need a house, and I've got a park square instead. Well, let's buff that up then. A diner gives you +2 to a row. Alright, we'll put that there. Remove negative points from selected adjacent tile. I kind of want to just put this here just to get rid of it. Actually, no, we might as well invert it. Yeah, so it turned into +1. I need more houses, damn it. Remove negative effects. I don't need that one right now. I also don't need to waste a park square. I'll put it there though, because then I can put a house there and that's that row finished already. Fire station. So it finishes the entire row. Or it gives +1 to the entire row. Again, it's another one I don't really want to use. But I guess I'll just put it there. Oh, also, no, we haven't been building this up. Damn. Remove negative points. Park square. I guess I'll just put it there. My problem here is that I'm not getting the houses I need. Right, there's a house. So, clear row, goodbye. House, clear row, goodbye. House, clear row, goodbye. Then all these will also clear because they've been finished already. So then we'll give it a minute. Oh, we're getting into a factory district. So, yeah, it's going to be a harder area.
I see you discovered Asthma Town.
Asthma Town.
That's...
A housing estate surrounding a chemical plant, I know. I thought the plant might be a really cool building to do paintball in. But then they told me we couldn't do paintball in it because of the dangerous chemicals. Makes sense, really. Oh, how we laughed.
Alright, that's a bit nasty. If I put that there, that'll become +1/+1, and then I only need to get 1 more point in the row, which I can do there, so... Oh wait, no! It brings it to 0! I'm being stupid! Oh, I messed that up. I don't think it's possible for me to finish that row now. I can't get to the factory to remove the minus either. Now it says remove negative points from an adjacent tile. I assume it then doesn't become a positive though. These houses are connected though actually, so that's why they're all getting the negatives. You can make blocks of similar buildings. I want to put that there. Hang on, there we are. +1 to adjacent tile. Well, I can do that and make that row complete. So then it doesn't matter that it's surrounded by negatives. No, that didn't work how I thought it would. Ah, right, an invert. Sadly, I didn't get that in time. So this row is probably just going to have to get dumped, and probably so is this one. And this one I may have actually just lost here unless I can do something real quick. I'll get both them, but not quite enough unless I start putting buildings there as well. But we can do that because that row's done, so we'll do that. Ah, now we've just got houses. I think I do just have to get rid of that. We'll just put a house there for now. So diner is +2. That'll put it to... We're still going to be short, but we're getting there. On that row anyway. We'll do that. And then Park Square. Okay. So now I have to get 4 per new row, sadly. I think we just have to say goodbye to the row that's here. And we have to say goodbye to this row as well, sadly. So we'll do that. But then the completed rows will clear.
See that over there? That's my new convict education program. It's a school surrounded by prisons. So the convicts can learn about stuff, and the kids can get life experience from the convicts. Everyone's a winner.
Another chemical plant at the back there, too?
Oh yeah, just one for good measure.
Everyone's a winner.
You're making my life difficult, Mr. Mayor. So we'll make that into a +2, then that row is now done. By the way, I assume that stays as a 3 completion because it was completed before the 4 row happened. So that's those 2 rows done. We're very close to winning. My goodness, what has he done over here? Right, now I need to start thinking about it because this row will fail me. Oh, actually no, I got an extra life for filling the bar, so we're not quite at a fail state, but we're getting there. Oh, this is the win condition to get to this row here. This changes negatives into positives. Well, that's fine. That would do that there. +1 to an adjacent tile. Any better than that? Well, because I only need to get to this row, I can waste these spaces by throwing away buildings I don't want or need right now. Removes negative points from a selected tile. Well, let's do that. So school is +1 to all around it. So that would turn that building to 1, that one to 1. That would be 2 in that row, 1 in this row. I can just get rid of this nearest row, which I think I'm going to have to do. +1 to the adjacent tiles. Even if I gave this +1, that'd still only be 2. Right, we've got our houses, so we'll take that as a house. And we have 2 more houses. Can't really do anything with them here, so we'll just get rid of the houses over here for now. So diner is +2. That's that row done. So we have actually won because I can just get rid of this row, but I'm determined to just try and work out if there's a way to do it. I don't think there is, though. That would definitely improve that row, but it's not going to help this row. +1 to the adjacent tile. I could get it to 2 at most by the looks of things by doing like that. Alright, we'll just get rid of that row. And then we win. Barely.
Welcome to Water Treatment World.
Oh wait, does it keep going? I thought that was it.
Enough! Mr. Mayor, I'm begging you to stop this. You're ruining our city.
Oh yeah, it's actually literally impossible to win here. So yeah, the stage is ending here. That was super loud, so I unlocked a new card. I'm not sure why we weren't getting new cards to add to our deck there. I guess it must have just been a hindrance of the stage, or I've forgotten how you actually do that. But that was an entire stage of Concrete Jungle. We'll have a look at the next stage. I'm not sure if we'll do the entirety of it, but we can see what the story is. So it's solo mode, learn about the technology system. So it's actually going to introduce a new gameplay feature. So yeah, we'll both have a look at that. Well, I say both. There's more than one of you watching, I hope. We'll all take a look at the technology system, and then that's probably where I'll end off. I will go over, though, there will be a link to the Steam store page in the description box below. And I'll go over the asking price after we hear the conversation about this.
Over here. I've developed a system to stop the mayor from ruining any more of the city. Buying cards through the shop will now also increase your technology level and unlock better cards. But that's not all. You can now spend purchase points on special skills as well as random cards. When you open the card shop, there will be a new skill tree tab. Like with the cards in the card shop, more powerful skills will become available once you advance your technology. But unlike purchasing from the card shop, your purchasing skills will not advance your technology. So it's best to spend your purchase points on a mixture of powerful special skills and random cards from the card shop to help level up your tech. You're going to love it.
I'm going to love what?
Nothing?
Okay, so there's a new skill tab in here. Skills, yes there is. Replace a chosen card in your deck with a gazebo, which is +2 to an adjacent tile, or you can add a cinema, which is a pretty good buff card. All players discard their entire build list and the current column is force cleared without using a life in solo mode. That's a pretty handy one. Alright, we'll play a little bit of this. As I was saying, yes, the asking price for Concrete Jungle is £11.99. I do actually think that's a little on the high side for what you're getting. But it's up to you to decide whether or not that's an acceptable price for what is on offer here, which is a pretty challenging puzzle game that introduces a lot of interesting concepts. Collects points. Well, we might as well start as we mean to go on, I suppose. So build a house and we'll buff it. We'll need to get to 3 again, must remember that. So a factory is a big negative one that I want rid of as soon as possible, so we'll just dump that down there and hopefully forget it exists. Now then, can I create an adjacency bonus? I think you need 4. I can't remember how many buildings you need to get the buff. That must be 4. But the supermarket will handle it first. Ah! I have to place the supermarket there so that the negatives are only applying to the water. That's okay. Let's see. We've not got any good cards coming up for this. Oh, that was a house I played. I meant to play the green. Oh, I messed up. That's very bad. Very, very bad. Well, these are already negatives, so I might as well do that. Another negative factory. Come on now. We'll put that one away up there so I don't need to worry about it. That's going to be +1. Then I could buff that one from here. Is that a house? How do I check what that is? Oh wait, there we are. Points -1, never mind. Well, hang on. The shop we can play. And then the house we can play. So then that'll be this row finished. Let's see. So then we can do that. Wait, no. I messed up because there has to be a house here. I wasn't thinking. Because I can't buff. I don't think that applies, does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah, I messed that up slightly, so we are going to lose our life straight away here. That has to be a +3 so that row's finished. Let's see. What's with all the factories? And again, more nasty cards. Well, we have to get rid of this first row. I think I'm going to lose pretty fast here, so we might as well just play until I lose. Because I can't finish this row. And that's another life gone, and I don't have a backup. And this one is also not in a good position. Because of all the factories! Let's put it up here. Oh, I actually have a point to spend, so let's look at that. Let's get one of them. So let's add the Art House Cinema. Oh, I have 2 more. Let's go for that. And let's go for that. Oh, that's right, you need government buildings to buff up blocks. I remember now. So we just need a house there, and then that's all, that row finished. So now we need to worry about this row, which is now 1 away from completion. That's only going to get it to 0. Nasty. That's that row finished either way. This next row just needs 1 more point, but then that kind of screws me over when we get to this row. Got it to 0. +3 max block size, +1 to select adjacent building. +3 to max block size. Yeah, I dug myself in too deep, sadly. So I could get that to +1 by doing this, but it then kind of screws me over here. Choose a card from the build list to discard. That one for sure. And sadly that means we lose there because of this row. If I'd just gotten that house to +1 it would have been fine. But I messed up slightly. So that's okay. I think that's going to do it for Concrete Jungle. There will be a link in the description box below. I'm just kind of placing randomly until I inevitably press the button for me to lose. I think it's a very interesting puzzle game. I like it. I do think the asking price is a little steep, in my opinion. But if you're interested, go check it out. Let me know what you think if you try it. So yeah, let's game over ourselves here. That was tough. You do get XP to unlock more cards, by the way. But that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ta for now.